Imagine if something as simple as a common vitamin powder could support healthy circulation and help your body respond more effectively during moments of intimacy. Not a prescription, not an expensive treatment, but a nutrient that has been sitting quietly on store shelves for decades. Most people walk past it without realizing how deeply it affects the cardiovascular system or how closely blood flow is tied to the physical side of arousal. My name is Dr. Selena Clark, and today I want to walk you through a natural approach that supports healthy vascular function, an approach based on established physiology rather than shortcuts or quick fixes. Before we talk about the vitamin, let's take a moment to understand what actually happens inside the body during arousal. Everything begins with the nervous system sending signals to the lining of your blood vessels. Those cells then release nitric oxide, a tiny molecule with a huge role. Nitric oxide relaxes smooth muscle in the vessel walls, allowing the vessels to widen so blood can move more freely. When this system works well, blood flows rapidly into the tissues needed for intimate function, creating firmness, sensation, and responsiveness. When this system slows down, the physical reaction can feel weaker even if the desire is still there. As men grow older, this natural mechanism becomes less efficient. The cells that produce nitric oxide may not work as effectively, oxidative stress can interfere with their performance, and blood vessels may lose some of their youthful flexibility. As a result, the body sometimes struggles to translate mental arousal into a strong physical response. Many men misunderstand this and think it reflects a lack of desire, when in reality it is simply the circulatory system needing a bit more support. This is where vitamin B3, also known as niacin or nicotinic acid, enters the conversation. Niacin is well known for its ability to influence vascular behavior. When the body absorbs niacin, especially in its immediate release form, it temporarily encourages blood vessels to widen. This response is part of what creates the classic niacin flush, a warm, tingling sensation that spreads across the skin. While the flush itself is harmless, it is a very visible sign of increased blood flow. What makes niacin especially interesting to researchers is not just this immediate reaction, but also its longer-term influence on cardiovascular health. Consistent intake of appropriate amounts of niacin has been shown in studies to support healthier blood vessel function, help maintain favorable cholesterol patterns, and reduce some markers of inflammation. These changes contribute to an internal environment where circulation can work more smoothly, which is essential for overall wellness and for the body's natural responses during intimate moments. Many people prefer using niacin in a sublingual form because placing the powder under the tongue allows part of it to absorb directly into the bloodstream. This method bypasses the digestive system and may allow the effects to appear a little faster. Within a few minutes, most people begin noticing gentle warmth spreading through the skin. For some, it feels energizing. For others, it takes a little getting used to. The sensation is temporary and typically fades within an hour. Timing also matters. Some individuals use niacin earlier in the day to support general vascular health, while others choose to take it before activities that require strong circulation. The body's response window tends to last for a few hours, and the experience feels different from medications because it works with the body's natural pathways rather than forcing a predetermined reaction. Still, it's important to remember that individual responses vary, and niacin is not a replacement for professional medical treatment when someone has a diagnosed health condition. Because niacin interacts with the cardiovascular system, dosage must always be approached carefully. Immediate release niacin is the form that creates the classic flush and the circulatory response, while slow release or no flush versions behave differently and do not produce the same effects. This difference often surprises people, which is why understanding the form you are using is essential. Starting with a lower amount allows the body to adjust and helps minimize temporary discomfort. Some people choose 50 milligrams, others slightly more, but every individual should pay attention to how their body reacts and speak with a healthcare provider if they have underlying health concerns. Niacin is not suitable for everyone. People with liver conditions, gout, certain metabolic concerns, or those using specific medications should be cautious. Even though niacin is a vitamin, it still interacts with the body in meaningful ways. For healthy adults, when used responsibly and in appropriate amounts, niacin can become a tool for supporting circulatory wellness and energy. But the best results always come from combining it with healthy lifestyle habits like good sleep, balanced nutrition, hydration, and physical activity, which all play a major role in how the body performs. When people first learn about niacin's effect on circulation, they often assume the flush is the only thing happening. But the warm tingling sensation is actually just the most noticeable part of a deeper physiological response. Beneath the surface, your blood vessels are relaxing, your capillaries are widening, and blood is moving more freely throughout the entire body. This increase in circulation is not limited to the skin, it reaches the heart, the muscles, and the tissues required for intimate function. That is why so many men describe feeling more awake, more responsive, and more naturally engaged when their vascular system is operating at its best. What sets niacin apart from many other nutrients is its multi-tiered approach to supporting vascular health. In the short term, it encourages the body to widen blood vessels through a cascade of signals triggered by specific receptors in the skin and vessel walls. In the long term, regular intake may help maintain healthier endothelial function, the delicate layer of cells responsible for producing nitric oxide. When these cells function well, your blood vessels remain flexible and reactive, allowing blood to flow easily when the body needs it most. This flexible response is vital not only for intimacy, but also for energy levels, exercise performance, and overall cardiovascular wellness. Because circulation plays such an important role in physical vitality, many men notice that niacin supports them beyond intimate situations. They may feel more energized during workouts, experience smoother blood flow during the day, or simply feel more switched on physically. This is not because niacin forces the body into a particular state, but because it helps the underlying mechanisms operate more efficiently. Intimate performance is just one area where these improvements become very noticeable. For those who choose to use niacin before intimacy, timing becomes an important factor. The body usually reacts within minutes, especially with sublingual use, and the full circulatory response tends to peak within the first half hour. For many men, this timing naturally aligns with the body's own arousal signals, making the experience feel organic rather than artificially induced. Instead of a sudden isolated effect, the entire body feels more engaged and primed for physical connection. Still, niacin is not meant to be taken impulsively or in excessive amounts. Finding the right personal dosage is key. Some individuals feel strong effects with only 50 milligrams, while others prefer slightly more. The important thing is to start low, observe the body's reaction, and increase only if necessary. The flush may feel intense the first few times, but most people find that their body adapts quickly and the sensation becomes milder with repeated use. One of the reasons niacin has gained attention is its accessibility. It is inexpensive, easy to find, and supported by decades of research on general cardiovascular function. But accessibility does not mean it should be taken casually. Men who take blood pressure medication, diabetes medication, or who have certain health conditions should always speak with a healthcare provider before using niacin in higher doses or on a regular basis. The same caution applies to individuals who consume alcohol frequently or have a history of liver issues because niacin is processed through the liver. When used responsibly, however, niacin offers an appealing combination of affordability, simplicity, and noticeable physical feedback. Many men appreciate being able to sense the effects almost immediately. The flush becomes a kind of signal, a reminder that the body is responding, the vessels are opening, and circulation is increasing. Unlike supplements that take weeks before showing subtle benefits, niacin gives instant confirmation that it has entered the bloodstream and initiated its natural cascade of effects. Some men choose to integrate niacin into a daily routine, not only for potential intimate benefits, but for overall cardiovascular support. With consistent low to moderate doses, they report increased vitality, smoother energy throughout the day, and better physical stamina. Others use niacin only occasionally, saving it for times when they simply want to feel more physically present and connected. Both approaches can be valid depending on personal goals, lifestyle, and health circumstances. Another fascinating aspect of niacin is the growing interest in its relationship to cellular energy. Niacin plays a role in producing molecules that support the body's energy systems, and researchers have been studying how maintaining adequate levels may contribute to healthier aging. While the science is still developing, it reinforces what many people already experience, that when circulation and cellular function are supported, the whole body feels younger, more capable, and more responsive. What I want to emphasize most is that niacin is not a magic fix and not a replacement for proper medical care. It is a tool, one that can support existing physiology, encourage better blood flow, and help men feel more aligned with their natural responses. Intimacy is a complex interaction between mind, body, hormones, and emotion. When one part of that system, such as circulation, becomes sluggish, the entire experience can feel different. Supporting vascular health with a well understood nutrient like niacin can help restore some of the confidence and natural ease that many men miss as they get older. As we conclude, it's important to understand that niacin's greatest strength lies in its ability to work with the body rather than against it. By supporting the natural production of nitric oxide, promoting vessel flexibility, and maintaining endothelial health, it provides a foundation for stronger circulation and overall physical responsiveness. The improvements you feel are the result of enhanced blood flow, not an artificial or forced reaction. This makes the experience feel more natural, more integrated with your own body, and more satisfying overall. For practical use, sublingual delivery remains the fastest way to experience niacin's effects. Placing a small amount of immediate release niacin powder under the tongue allows the nutrient to enter the bloodstream directly. Most men notice the warm tingling sensation within a few minutes, a clear signal that the body is responding. After it dissolves, any residual powder can be swallowed, but the main effect has already been absorbed. This method is simple, cost-effective, and provides immediate feedback, allowing you to adjust timing and dosage to what works best for you. Many men report that even occasional use of niacin in this manner makes a meaningful difference. Blood flow feels fuller, muscles feel more energized, and overall physical responsiveness improves. Others choose to incorporate moderate doses into a daily routine, benefiting from longer-term support for vascular health, lipid balance, and circulation. Both approaches are valid depending on your goals and lifestyle. It's also worth highlighting the broader benefits of supporting vascular health. Strong circulation affects much more than intimacy. It impacts energy levels, endurance, brain function, and even recovery from exercise. Niacin's ability to support healthy blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and assist in maintaining favorable cholesterol profiles means that the benefits extend throughout the body, contributing to a sense of vitality that you can feel every day. By taking care of circulation, you are investing in your overall well-being. Of course, safety is always paramount. Niacin should be used responsibly, especially for those with liver conditions, gout, diabetes, or anyone on medications affecting blood pressure or blood sugar. Starting with lower doses and monitoring your body's response ensures that the experience is comfortable and effective. Most healthy adults tolerate moderate amounts well, and the most noticeable effect, the flush, is temporary and harmless. Over time, the body adapts, and the flush may become milder, yet the circulatory benefits remain. The key takeaway is that supporting vascular health naturally can have an immediate and tangible impact on intimate function, energy, and overall physical performance. Niacin is a widely studied, accessible, and affordable nutrient that provides clear feedback within minutes, letting you know your body is responding. It does not replace proper medical care or lifestyle practices, but it complements them in a meaningful way, enhancing the systems your body already uses to function at its best. In summary, immediate release niacin, delivered under the tongue 20 to 30 minutes before intimate activity, offers a safe, effective, and affordable method to support blood flow and circulation. Whether used occasionally for enhanced responsiveness or integrated regularly for ongoing vascular support, it works with the body's natural systems rather than forcing a response. When combined with healthy habits, adequate sleep, balanced nutrition, hydration, and physical activity, niacin can help you feel more energetic, more vital, and more confident in your body. Understanding the science behind circulation, nitric oxide, and endothelial function is empowering. By taking small, responsible steps to support vascular health, men can feel more in tune with their physical responses, more energetic, and better prepared for intimacy or any physical activity. Niacin is a simple, well-researched tool in this journey, accessible, inexpensive, and capable of producing noticeable effects within minutes. It is a way to support the body you already have, enhance the systems that allow your circulation to thrive, and experience the natural energy and responsiveness that comes from healthy blood flow. Thank you for investing your time in learning how circulation affects the body and how niacin can support it. By using immediate release niacin responsibly, you can harness its natural effects to feel more vital, energized, and connected with your physical self. Simple, safe, and effective, it is a powerful example of how supporting your body's natural systems can lead to meaningful improvements in energy, performance, and overall well-being.